Alright, time for a Fiddlesticks game. I will be playing against an M.2 here, which is not the most ideal matchup for me because he does have quite a bit of CC on his champion. So I'm gonna have to be a bit careful for that. With my drain mostly and also my ult usages could be a little bit problematic, but I guess we'll wait and see. So yeah, he doesn't invade, which is good for me because that's probably the worst thing that could happen to you as Fiddlesticks. Yeah, now Fiddlesticks got a bunch of buffs this patch. His sphere duration got increased on his Q, which is really nice, and then also his ult damage got increased, which is obviously really nice as well. His ult damage got increased by quite a bit base damage wise, but also scaling wise, like AP scaling wise. So overall, pretty solid buff to Fiddlesticks' kit. Now here, you can drag the wolves into your blue buff and double camp those straight away. But to make things, I guess, simpler for people that might want to try out some Fiddlesticks without getting into too much of the nitty-gritty of his jungle clear, I'm just going to do a nice wolf start and simply just double camp the blue romp. Not too much hassle here, just basic on this one. Drag them together here a little bit because you want the position for your E to hit both. There we go. You can just chill here. You also don't need to take refillables necessarily. You can if you want to, but I just do it in case you make a mistake. It is like if you cancel your drain once, for example, having a refillable will save your life. Otherwise, your jungle clear is ruined. So you don't have to take it. You can just take like control wards or nothing at all if you want. If you just want to save your money, which is fine. But refillable does help in case you do make a mistake. The M.2 bot lane, he went for like an early gank. I probably should have just gone for a stop side at that point. Too busy talking. Let me find the position again. It has been a while. Go. Drag this. Where the hell is this position here? My god, I forgot. Okay, great. Dude. It is here. Dude, I didn't even... What? Yo, scam game. Alright, whatever. Whatever, man. I stood in the right place and the raptor still reset. I'm actually confused. It's okay. I mean, it cost me a little bit of time, but it's fine. Just need to get that placement down. I don't play Fiddlesticks enough to remember the placement every time, honestly. That was pretty bad. But it's fine, really. Even if your first clear is a bit slower, which obviously is gonna be slower because I didn't drag my my wolves into my blue. Doesn't really matter. If you lose first scuttle, also doesn't really matter. It's all good. First scuttle is only worth some gold. If you just get through a full clear, you're fine. Just walk past this real quick. The scuttle should be here, so I'm just gonna remove the shield with my E. I don't want to put my Q on a 14-second cooldown for this bot lane gank that I'm about to do. I'm just gonna kind of wait for Karma to get back to lane. I don't think they have placed wards yet. They clearly haven't, otherwise they would be running. Just gonna place our ward right now. Clear first. Just clear this guy, whatever. That will work as a gank, honestly. Fine. Lived. The 80 carry kind of went for the... We went for different targets. I guess I could have just killed the support first. Kind of ignored the Zeri. Zeri is just one of the only champions I think that actually could have survived that. I'm actually gonna smite that, because otherwise I would have not hit that. I'm pushing this wave into the turret. This guy is just out of his mind. Let's mute this thing as well. Good. Wave needs to be in turret, otherwise it could be frozen and that would be bad. Perfectly fine. Get this, get a dark seal. You ideally want to get your Sork completion on your first recall, which is easily doable usually because you have Futures Market, or I run Futures Market on this build. So most of the time, after like a full clear and like a scuttle for gold or an assist, you will be able to purchase your Sorks every single game, which is good. And well, from that point, like, you can have your Predator going, basically. I like running Predator on Fiddlesticks because it just makes ganks very, very easy. This is still here. It's gonna run for kill before she hits 6, ideally. He's creating an item. That's my Predator ruined. That is unfortunate. Guess I'll run mid or something. That's a little sad. I'm gonna run mid here. This guy's gonna come back, pull back to this thing, I think. Karma, my boy. What was that? Like, we know he's gonna go back to that thing, right? Like, it's just obvious. Is that not? My bad, I suppose. I don't even know. I couldn't have really done anything there anymore. This should be fine. Yeah. I'll be fine against this guy. Unless he has another Q to cancel me right now. He didn't. Beautiful. That works. I'm pushing this into the turret again. Like, these waves, I just have to push those out, because otherwise it'd just be awkward, because the wave placement would be outside the turret, and that's just not ideal. I need to smite this, because I'm on smite charges. You don't want to be on smite charges. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a top gank, but the mid gank kind of worked. I don't know why the Karma didn't just walk for Zed's, like, return passive, because he's pretty much always going to return to that position, I'm fairly certain. Smite that as well. Creating my blue smite, that's good. I'll do wolves here and then I'll clear blue buff. We should be in a pretty good spot at that point, to be honest. We got some nice gank stuff so far. Not too bad. Harry went mid for a gank. Interesting. I don't think this guy knows how his champion works, to be honest. He's been dying quite a bit, or I don't know. It's a new champion anyway, so it's fair enough, but not flaming the man for it. I do have my ultimate, which I would prefer to use if possible. Look for a play mid, potentially. That's not going to be good. He's already dead. Are you... I was about to say, are you serious? Silence him so he gets locked in it. I'll take the wave again. This is just a free wave. I can push this in real quick. Not going to cost my silence anything. The wave's just going to be lost. Okay. That does max HP damage. I forgot for a second, so I didn't get the last hit. But just... Oh, I should have taken a turret plate. I'm being a dumbass right now. That turret plate gold, that 160 gold there should have been mine. That was just not smart. At the moment, I'm just holding my jungle tempo up as much as possible, really. That's it. That's all it is. No real reason to run bot lane. My ult's on cooldown currently. I have quite a bit of gold. There's not a whole lot I can do. If the Amumu would, like, leave bot lane, I could try something, potentially. I will place this right here. This might deter them from doing the dragon. My mid laner is clearly not paying attention to his minimap. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. I will just go do my Crux, because I can't defend the dragon at this point. It's just not happening. Without my ult, simply not happening. Is it... I don't have ult, which is just the problem here. Should be fine. I say that, and then I get CC locked. This guy doesn't have Qs anymore, I don't think, so I can pretty much free... Oh, this is bad. That's one death. Ooh, that's really good, actually. That extra ult damage there was pretty clean. I needed to, like, bait him into the bush and then just start ulting. Because at that point, the only thing that can do enough damage to win that play is my ult. I flashed on top of the Soraka, fearing her and just killing her as soon as I can. Because she has to be dead. Otherwise, the play is just not going to be good at all. I don't touch this wave because this situation... this guy's annoying as hell. In this situation, I don't touch the wave because there's no reason to push it. My 80 carry is going to be back soon enough. So there's no... like... It's not a problem in this situation, right? Do that. I just had to kind of stall, not go into any fight here without my ultimate. I don't care about that. Like, I don't care right now to kill this guy or go for a play here because I have way too much gold. I'm actually gonna go Night Harvester here. I kind of want to try that. Usually I go for the Rocket Belt for the magic penetration, but Night Harvester did get some buffs. And the movement speed active for this is easier to use as well. So for those of you that potentially are getting into Fiddlesticks, Night Harvester doesn't have all these active items because you are also building Zonias on Fiddle. So I can understand for people that will have trouble with the usage of Rocket Belt, Zonias, and Predator on top of everything. That's 3 active items. That's quite a bit. So I'll just go Night Harvester here. I think it will be a pretty good item. You proc it, you get the move speed boost from it anyway. So it's kind of like the active from Rocket Belt. You are only trading CDR for magic penetration in this situation. Which I think should be okay. I'm gonna run to Dragon right away. I'm actually not sure if I can make it. I can pop Predator here soon enough when I get in range. About here I should prop Predator. No, you're joking. I got a fear because he lost. I can't reach him. Actually, the E might be enough to kill here. Woohoo! That works. Night Harvester, honestly, all those extra damage instances there, like, already did 500 damage. Not bad, I will say. Rocket Belt definitely would not have made that play any easier. I'm not gonna lie on that front. It does max HP damage, or current HP damage, sorry, so you want to use it ideally on high health. Quickly got the Dragon with no assistance from my teammates, apparently. I'll just hit it and walk away, it's fine. I can't really go for this Scuttle, because I don't think I have the team for it at the moment. I'm gonna place just some... I mean, I'm gonna try. Okay, he did that, that's fine. I'm gonna take this. I'm not gonna hit that ward here. Not gonna do that. Now you have the option to upgrade to a Mejai. I could do it. I have 10 stacks on it, so it definitely wouldn't be bad. But it is not too easy to play with Mejai. You kind of have to play pretty safe. I know what you're doing and stuff. I think I still will upgrade it. It should be fine. Interesting. I don't think he has his ult, so... Little Soraka first. We focus her. Silence. When I get the fear, she should be dead here. Dude, I don't exactly know what that champion does. I'm not going to lie. Even, like, I'm just looking at that. I'm like, okay, yes, I agree. I will buy this. I'll go for the Mejai. It's fine. Again, you don't have to. You can just, like, sit on 10 Dark Seal stacks as well. It's fine. Gives a ton of AP as it is anyway. So it's pretty much always worth buying the Dark Seal. Even if you're not going to build into a Mejai. Because if you can sit on 10 stacks of Dark Seal, that's already, like, 50 AP, I believe. Something along those lines. 50, 55. Which is, like, essentially a large world. So that's definitely not bad for 350 gold, right? So even in the situations where you don't think a Mejai would be something you are comfortable upgrading to, it's still worth buying the Dark Seal for the gold. Make sure to double camp as many camps as possible here, by the way. You want to try to keep your efficiency up. And try to always keep in mind not to cancel your drain. I think I gotta run top here. I think I might already be a little late. Yeah. It's okay. There was nothing left, so that's kind of good, I suppose. Control ward here. She's probably going to walk up the turret, and that's when I'm going to ult this wall. Nicely lock her down. Beautiful stuff. My ult's only a 50-second cooldown. That's a really nice thing about Night Harvester as well, and that's why I wanted to, like, really do this, is because of the ability haste this gives. Like, it lowers your ult cooldown even further, which is just amazing. I'll go for the Soraka first, as always. Need to get the Soraka out of the fight if possible. That didn't reach. Oh, that's bad. That would have killed because of Night Harvester's additional damage proc. I will take the scuttle here. My team can chase, it's fine. It's gonna be up in like 20 seconds here. Ideally, you want to use your E for the scuttle and hold your Q in most situations, because your Q, like, is way more useful in a general fight. And your E just, like, will remove the shield anyway. If you are doing it from outside of vision, it will fear as well, I believe. I don't know if it always actually fears the scuttle. But the silence will remove the shield. So. Only doing a Rift Herald, this will allow me to, like, push mid turret pretty easily afterwards, potentially something else, but it's a pretty good opportunity for a Rift Herald, I would say. I'm gonna do this, and then we'll run top lane here. My Predator boots will be up soon. Not enough damage there coming in from my W, so I'll just smite. I will say, like, the Night Harvester feels pretty damn good. Already 1300 damage, which is really nice damage. It's definitely nice. The main thing I like about it right here as well is the... oh, hey, red buff. Is the cooldown that it gives. Because it gives a lot of ability haste. If you compare it to, like, this. 15. This gives like 25 plus the passive. A good amount. Also, the Mejai counts as a legendary item. For those of you wondering. I probably could have caught that guy. That's fine. 50-second cooldown, my boys. That is not much. 62, but that's still not much. Go for Dragon here, it should be fine. As long as my team assists me on this. That up, good. I have way too much gold. I'm not gonna go for anything because of the gold that I have. It's just not worth it. I will just do my camps here and then recall. Picking up a death cap potentially here instead of finishing my Zonias right now. Because if I will have straight up enough gold for death cap. Which it would be worth buying because I still have the stopwatch. I don't have to worry about getting a Zonias straight away. If I can upgrade into the death cap in this situation and get myself the extra AP from it. That's what I'm going to do. 3,600 gold. Beautiful. I will still get the Zonias here, and then I'll get a Void Staff to finish this build off. But in this case, building the straight up death cap is obviously going to be the most value for the thing that I can buy. Especially since I don't need this, like the Zonias effect currently, because I still have a stopwatch. I'm just going to wait for them to walk up. This is good enough for me. I'll kill those two, it's fine. I can pop my Predator here, see if I can chase potentially. You can just drain, by the way. It doesn't hamper anything. Silence him. Clear him right away, so he's locked. Kill ult used. That is good. I'm gonna use this right here. Gonna get a nice poke on that Dark Harvest right there on the kill. This turret's gonna die. I just want this to get the bounce. That's all I care about. Not gonna get the bounce, is it? Nope. Damn. Team wasn't able to defend it, unfortunately. My ult's gonna be up in 6. We're gonna scout out if there's wards on the side here, so I can have a potential ult in. Really? Zeri things, I guess. Dude. Okay, still got him. It's fine. I gotta have to run, though. Like, chasing Zeri in that situation is fine. Because she is also in the direction of the way out, if that makes sense. Any other AD carry, I think, would have just died there. But that's just that wall hold, my guy. Like, what do you do? My ult's a very low... I like this Night Harvester. I'm gonna say, like, I really... Like, this feels really good. I've seen more Fiddlesticks players do it recently. And the ult cooldown it provides, plus, like, the just straight-up additional damage it gives on certain hits, is really, really nice. Definitely not bad at all. My ult's gonna come back off cooldown here, so I'm gonna participate in this fight again. Gonna walk up, clear him right away. That's not gonna work. Out this bush. We're scouting out vision on sides here. That's an awkward ward. Like, I can't clear that. Might just go in. I do have a Zonia, so I can go in if I want to. I'm gonna go for it. Silence, look. I'm basically like Fear and then using Silence after. You want to use Fear quite early. Like, the higher HP they are, the better it is to use Fear. With the current HP damage it provides. And then the Silence lock afterwards basically makes sure they are CC locked for the longest period of time. Just like a full 4 seconds if you CC chain them correctly. I really don't want to do this. It's a bit sketch. She might be dead. Nope. I don't have ult here. This is not great. My team just kind of suicided into a kill. I guess it is what it is. Red's absolutely useless, so I'll give it to the ADC here. Well, absolutely useless on me. The buff, of course, isn't useless, but it's not useful on me specifically. Actually, I don't think I can recall here. I think I should go towards the dragon straight away. Because if I recall right now and the Amumu just instantly does dragon, it's a free dragon that I don't want to give. There it is. That is exactly what I thought. Okay, team is getting back on the map. Fear that guy. That should be a good ult opportunity. Zonias, please. Thank you. Woohoo! Look at that damage from Fiddlesticks, man. That was so much ult damage. But that's why you want to have Zonias, by the way. Zonias is very, very crucial in those situations. I'm still gonna back here. My team, we can probably end this. I maybe shouldn't be backing. I'm gonna finish my build, honestly. But then Zonias again, and then here you get a Void Staff. How much is this actually? 120? Whatever. You here get a Void Staff. But you see how useful a Zonias can be. You can ult in, get a good position in a team fight, and press Zonias. I think my team is going to finish it without my help anyway. I wouldn't have been much use regardless, so I guess it's fine, but... They would have to focus turrets if they want to currently end the game, which they are not doing. Yeah, they didn't focus turrets. Okay then, not a problem. Maybe I should have been there to help end, but I was pretty low on HP and I had a lot of gold, no ult. Doesn't particularly sound good, you know? Gonna kill. I think she's the biggest threat. The rest doesn't really matter. Good hit. Here the Amumu. Got him with a Dark Harvest proc smite combo on the W. That's really nice. Plus 27 XP. Oh my, what? I need to read this champion. I need to read up more on her, I suppose. Yeah, that's it for Fiddlesticks. I mean, you see the build setup. Night Harvester performed really, really well. I kind of like it. Not bad at all. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the like button below. It helps me out quite a bit. If to see more videos from in the future, hit the subscribe button as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I'll add in some damage stats on the end here. I ended up doing 38.8k damage, which is a lot, I will say. Definitely a lot. My Night Harvester at the end of that game did like 4,800 damage, which is also really, really good. I did really like that item. The extra cooldown it provided definitely felt really, really good as well. So, yeah. Damage to objectives at 26.5k. True damage to champions at 1k, which is pretty much just blue smite. Healing done at 19.1k as well. Damage taken at 28.7k, which is actually the highest. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Self-mitigated damage at 16.4k. Gold earned at 16.2k. And for the runes, Predator did 700 damage to champions, but of course the movement speed aspect from it allowed me for some pretty nice gank situations, I would say. So there's the most of the use out of that. You can also just run like Dark Harvest or Electrocute or First Strike or, well, basically whatever you want. That's from those, really. Sudden Impact did an extra 1,000 damage, which is solid. Ultimate Hunter gave me a bunch of ult cooldown, which is really all you kind of want. Futures Market, this game specifically wasn't too worth it because it didn't allow me to buy any future purchases. However, you can't buy the Boots rune, or you can't take the Boots rune anyway because of Predator, and Cosmic Insight is kind of good. So, but the Futures Market in games will allow you to like get a Sorks on your first back, and like will in certain games allow you to buy certain power spikes, which makes it a pretty valuable rune to have regardless. If it might not have been useful this game, it will be useful in other games for sure. So yeah.